Hey guys, this is Auspicious Aussie, and welcome back to my newest Football Manager series with none other than Schalke from the German Bundesliga, which is the German First Division, if you didn't already know. The reason behind me choosing Schalke is that, of course, in Germany you have, I'm going to say, three or four big teams, and those are, of course, in first place, Bayern Munich, absolute powerhouse of the German football, the German First Division. Then behind Bayern, you have clubs like Schalke, Dortmund, and Bayern Leverkusen. And these three clubs, they're all trying to compete with Bayern, trying to vie for that top spot in Germany. And that's really the goal for this new series, is to essentially become a bigger and better club than Bayern Munich is, and doing that by winning the German First Division and possibly the UEFA Champions League, I guess. I mean, that is the biggest prize in club football, essentially. I don't really know the reasoning behind me choosing Schalke over one of the other two clubs I mentioned in Dortmund and Leverkusen. I mean, I do like blue. Blue is my favourite colour, so we'll just put it down to that. A little bit of history about myself. I do have some German blood in me somewhere, so that has also made it a little bit easier to choose a team in the German leagues. Yeah, even though that's really not at all one of the reasons why I chose a team, so that's a bit irrelevant, isn't it? But anyway, I have played the whole preseason and the first round of the Cup, which is essentially a preseason game, because it was against a Division 3 team, I think. Yeah, let's have a look at the fixtures now, the preseason fixtures. As you can see, there were a lot of friendlies, and I did play all of them, in fact. The first starter was Freiburg. A nice little 2-0 loss there. Nice way to start off my Schalke career, with a loss to an essentially a nobody Swiss team. I mean, I've never heard of them before. The next game was against Young Boys, also from Switzerland, but they are in the First Division. So everybody's heard of Young Boys. Lots of jokes about them when they versed Liverpool. Next game was against Chiasso. As you can see, Chiasso are also in the Swiss League, but they are in the second division. We did have a tour of Switzerland for our pre-season training camp, so that's why these games are all played. But as you can see, after the 1-0 win, we got two 0-0 draws. Very boring games. I mean, I didn't even stick around to watch them. I just watched the first half of one, and then essentially left my computer while the other halves played out. But the other draw was against Bien. The next game came against a fairly well-known club in SK Rapid Wien. Dispatched them quite comfortably 4-1. I mean, I was happy with that. Farfan getting a brace and Huntelaar getting a brace as well. Next game was a tough one against Zenit St. Petersburg from the Russian First Division. Very strong club with the likes of Alex Witzel and, of course, Hulk. And we did lose that game 2-1, with Abasi getting our only goal. The next friendly game was against Koreans. I'm pretty sure they're a German lower league team. We won 1-0, not too convincing. Benedict Houders getting our goal from a set piece. We then went to Westerlo, the second division Belgian club, and absolutely destroyed them 5-0. Huntelaar getting 4 goals in this one, with the single coming from Julian Draxler. And of course, well, it's not really a pre-season game, but the German Cup first round, we also played against Karlsruhe, and we won 3-0. And in this game, Julian Draxler did pick up his first hat-trick for the club, and was extremely impressive, almost picking up a 10 match rating. He was quality, whereas the rest of the team, not so much, except for the defence. The defence played decent, and that was about it. That leaves us today with today's live comm against none other than Furth. Furth they're a lower ladder, lower table team, I guess. Probably will be fighting off relegation this season. Whereas we will hopefully be at the other end challenging for the title. I mean, that's the aim first season. Not really too fussed about the Champions League. Might like to get out of the group stage, but don't expect to go much further than that. But as far as the league, I do want to be, well, I'm going to try and win it, to put it simply. As you can see, got some decent fixtures coming up in HSV and of course Leverkusen. Should be quite good games, but we've got a fairly easy start, not picking up any of the really big teams like Dortmund or Bayern in the first stage of the season. Let's have a look. I'm not sure I did make any transfers because I don't think I got a budget, but if I go into this and then into this, we'll have a look. As you can see, I didn't bring anyone in. The squad is pretty strong, but I am lacking in the centre of midfield. I have a hell of a lot of wingers, so we'll see in January what I like to do. As you can see, I only had 2 outs, 1 on loan, but the only out for us was of course a central midfielder, which I shouldn't have sold looking back. But Christoph Moritz, 2.5 mil. Bit of a mistake is he's now valued at 4.8 and will probably be sold on for like 20 mil in a season's time. But yeah, I don't actually know why. I think I might have sold him right at the start of the game after that first friendly. As you can see, the captains will be Benedict Caudes and Christoph Metzelder. As you can see, we are in the Champions League this season, like I mentioned before. Of course, we do have Jose Manuel Jurado, out on loan for some reason at Spartak Moscow. I'm not really sure why he is out on loan, as he's one of the best players in the squad, and I would really benefit from actually having him in the squad. So, when does he actually get back? At the end of the season. That's right. Yeah, so I would have loved to have him in the squad. He probably would have been a starter for me for sure. So I'm kind of disappointed about that. Alright guys, let's get to today's game, shall we? We are versing first, like I said. So let's get into it. Let's do this! Start of the new series. Oh yeah. Alright, let's get through the formation. As you can see, I'm playing a 4-3-3 formation with a standard strategy I always seem to go to attacking and then concede a lot of goals. So just a standard, like the Melbourne Heart series, my other series of course, in the A-League. Just going with the standard style, I guess. Got a back four of Uchida at right back, Papadopoulos centre back, Houders will be the other centre back, and you got Escudero being the left back. Defensive mid, we've got the American Jermaine Jones, who's partnered with Lewis Holtby and Holger as our playmakers in the centre of midfield. Our wingers today will be the 18-year-old Julian Draxler, and the Peruvian right winger Jefferson Farthan, and of course none other than Klaas-Jan Huntelaar up front in the poacher role. Today on the bench we have Farman, Matip, Pletzicus, Nudstarter, Abasi, Fox, and Pookie. So let's get into today's game. Sorry, guys. As you can see, they're playing just a simple 4-4-2. so it should be interesting to see who gets the better of who today. Let's give the fans a performance. Pointless highlight out of the way, and they have first possession of the ball. We are at home, so I am expecting a nice result today, but it is the start of the season, so not too much can be expected from the team. I mean, we did dispatch a Division 3 team quite comfortably, 3-0 last game, but of course Draxler was our only goal scorer. Huntelaar, ooh, saved by their goalkeeper in Gron. Draxler with the corner. How it is? Ooh, it's wide. Looking good so far, though. Escudero. Huntelaar. Jones. Oh, nice ball movement here. Holtby. Shoots. Ooh, off the post. Off the post. And there's my anti-malware. And that will be the end of that highlight. Off the post. Disappointing not to be in the lead right there. But it is looking positive. Positive signs. Positive signs indeed. And that will be the end of the first half. Disappointing. I mean, that's not really disappointing. Let's say that's unlucky. Let's get out there, boys. Come on. Make this second half yours. Let's do this. Farfan. He's got pace on him. Into the box. Ooh. Ooh. Piling on the pressure at the start of this second half. Oh, that was horribly given away. And that is the end of that pointless highlight. I mean, it wasn't so pointless. We did get a nice cross out of it. I might look to make a sub here as Holtby's quite fatigued. Bring Nudedstarter on and just swap those two around. So Nudedstarter will be the deeper lying player. Playmaker, of course. That's a horrible corner. A cheater. Scudero. Oh, Howdes plays it back to the goalkeeper in Hildebrand. Forgot to mention him when I was saying the lineup, didn't I? He is 33 years old. Very experienced goalkeeper. Huntelaar. Into the box. Shoots. Oh! Saved. Straight at the goalkeeper. We are about to hit the 70th minute. Or not, because there's going to be a highlight. Guys, I do apologise if you can hear the crickets in the background. As you know, I live in Australia and crickets do dominate us in the summer months. So, yeah, I do apologise if you can hear them in the background. Jones. Huntelaar. He will shoot. Oh, and that's saved again. Their goalkeeper's having a blinder today. Draxler will swing it in. Ooh. The foul by Papadopoulos. I mean, a 0-0 draw, I wouldn't be too upset about it, but I mean, we should be winning these types of games. Jones. Ooh. Blocked. And that's it, guys. We have started the season off without a loss, so I am fairly happy about that. I mean, I'm going to say that because we should be winning these matches. As you can see, Dortmund have started off well. Nice 4-1 victory for them, so we are going to need to step it up. Bayern haven't played yet, but I do expect them to win their game. So it's going to be interesting this season, guys. This new series should be more exciting than my previous series, because that wasn't the A-League, and it's kind of a foreign league for many of you guys out there that have been watching it. So hopefully this series, being in Europe, will probably entertain you guys a bit more. And of course, versus the likes of Dortmund, Leverkusen, and Bayern would definitely be some exciting games in this league season. There are going to be a lot of fixtures until the next episode, and I will be doing every new episode will come at the start of the new month, as well as the live com for the first game of that month. So the next episode, guys, will be Werder Bremen in the live com. So I hope you guys join me back then. I do have all these games to play, and until then, of course, I've been Auspicious Aussie, guys. Hope you like the new series. Hope you enjoyed the first live com of the new series. If you did, give the video a like rating, and of course, if you haven't already, guys, subscribe. Peace.